Listen, we need fights like that. The reason we need fights like that is because there's things each one of them know about each other.
After the dominant victory against Jermaine Ortiz, Keyshawn Davis did not hesitate to reveal the name he wanted to face next, and that name was none other than Devin Haney. He stated that Devin Haney is probably on my hit list, and we are going to make it happen in 2026. What stands out as the most important is that Keyshawn Davis's call-out has received a very positive response from Team Haney, who stated that they are not afraid to take on anyone and are ready for any challenge placed in front of him. It was responded by Devin Haney that, "Keyshawn, let's do it. It seems the perfect time to make it happen." Greg Hackett, while expressing his thoughts on this potential battle, showed a little bit of favor toward Devin Haney. He stated that Haney's resume and years of experience are what make him a good as well as dangerous opponent for Keyshawn Davis. In his opinion, Devin is such a professional fighter who always stays dedicated and committed to making himself win every time he steps into the ring. Given the fights Devin has produced out of himself, Greg argues he can actually put Keyshawn down even if he is coming off a very strong win.
Devin Haney wasn't an Olympian, right? He's not an Olympian, but he turned pro early and he started gaining that professional experience, professional experience early. You know what I'm saying? So what he has over those guys is being a professional. You know what I'm saying? He knows
having 30+ fights, right?
Yeah, he know what it's hitting for.
In the same interview, he underlined that there has always been news of Keyshawn staying distracted from his main goals and getting involved in different kinds of useless activities. He maintained that in this sport, the thing which makes a fighter great is his mindset and the focus to stay committed to that mindset. He concluded that Keyshawn has to give up habits that could actually drown him as a fighter and risk his career. Overall, in Greg's view, Keyshawn also has the chance to beat Haney, but only with greater focus and preparation.
The thing is, with Keyshawn, can he keep it together? Can he keep it together mentally? If he can keep it together mentally, then we see great fights out of Keyshawn. If he do shit that he say he been doing, which I don't know if he was lying or not, saying that he was drinking in camp and shit like that, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's a lie. I don't know if it's, you know what I mean, if he was telling the truth. I don't know. But if he can keep it together mentally, you know what I mean, then we see great fights out of Keyshawn.
However, Greg Hackett's concern about the experience has already been addressed by Keyshawn, who stressed that he is very willing to take on anybody, no matter what they have done or what they are capable of doing inside the ring. He also asserted that performances on fight night determine the winner, so if he puts on a great show, he has the ability to knock out Devin. While agreeing to Hackett that Devin is a great fighter, he ultimately showed full confidence in his abilities and did not hesitate to say that Devin will be beaten badly by him.
He's a star. He's a superstar.
You asking that question, I felt like that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40. So he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out, guaranteed. I just feel like, shouts out to Devin though, you doing your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro, but we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure.
However, going against Greg Hackett, Bernie the Boxer heavily favored Keyshawn Davis. He explained that when we compare both fighters, Keyshawn appears to be on a level above Haney. According to him, what he has just done to Jermaine Ortiz is clear evidence of what kind of power and speed he possesses. In his view, the fight should happen, because it would be great for boxing and for the fighters as well. However, he remained very sure of Keyshawn winning this potential battle throughout his words overall. Further reacting to this battle, he maintained that Keyshawn should be given what he wants next because he takes every step with great measures and calculations.
Like I say, I'm gonna go with Keyshawn, but like I say, when I watched Devin spar and I seen him the way he handled himself, he's a seasoned pro in there. So, it's a great fight. I want to see the fight, but I would favor Keyshawn just on the strength that I love how Keyshawn fights. I love his meanness. I love, like I say, his kill mentality. He has great hand speed, like I say, great punch selection, and he's willing to mix it up in there. So I will favor Keyshawn, but it's just a fight that I would love to see.
He further emphasized that if his team thinks he should have another fight before stepping up against Devin, it would not be great for them. In his opinion, Davis is a very talented and skilled boxer who has shown it on various occasions. Now, after coming off a dominant win, he should be allowed to show the world what he can do against Haney. And reflecting Bernie's belief in his boxing abilities, Keyshawn Davis's confidence after he knocked out Ortiz was skyrocketing. He felt confident that he could perform the same way against any opponent. He considers he has fulfilled his pledge to make an unexpected return, and he intends to keep up the momentum by defeating his upcoming opponents in a similar manner. He declared during the post-fight press conference that he too hopes to defeat Haney via knockout. He implied that he is a knockout artist and that he would never back down from trying to win a fight using his art.
Do you would rather see Keyshawn in a fight at 147 first before tackling Devin Haney? What'd you think?
No, just give him what he wants.
Give him what he wants.
You know, all the talking, just give him what he wants. If that's what he said, then just do that. You know, sometimes we just gotta listen what they say and give them what they want. You know, Keyshawn's a star. Like I say, he's a silver medalist. He's a world champion already, been a world champion already. There's no more holding back for him now. Just let him go. Let him off the leash, you know?
However, Floyd Schofield was another person who casted doubts on Keyshawn's winning chances against Haney. He hailed Devin's overall experience, along with his speed and power, which could make him a very heavy task for Keyshawn to conquer in the ring. Then, turning his focus to Keyshawn, he underlined several weak points that could make Devin's task of winning against him easier. The weight class was another issue underlined by Floyd, which could make things even more difficult for Keyshawn to secure victory against a big name like Devin, 109-130.
You know, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you could come, you want to box and do all that. He love to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
Knockout.
Furthermore, Floyd was also very critical of Keyshawn's last victory. He praised his performance throughout the bout, but in his opinion, the outcome was not fair. He claimed that the referee, in the very ending moments of the fight, gifted Davis the win. Because of this controversial result, he believes some people might favor Keyshawn to beat Haney as well, but in his view, that would not happen. However, he still wished for the fight to take place, as he wanted to see the real face of Keyshawn against Haney.
Devin is Devin. Devin going to show up. It's going to be a great fight with either one of them. Because Devin took a loss, and he don't want to take another loss, whether he got it cleaned off his record or not. He don't want to take another one.
Fight, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Both of them are good fight. I don't think Keyshawn is going to beat Devin. I really don't believe Keyshawn will beat Devin.
In response to Floyd Schofield, Keyshawn turned down doubts about his performance against Ortiz by saying that what he accomplished does not commonly happen in this sport. He reminded the world that he was the one who moved up in weight and still produced a knockout against an opponent who had never been stopped in his career so far. Addressing him, he suggested that anyone placed in front of him would face the same kind of result. He further clarified that boxing is his passion and that he wants to take full advantage of every fight he gets in his career.
And Keyshawn's performance wasn't great. It was good he stopped him, that the referee gave him a gift. Because the ref stopped it. He didn't even give Ortiz a chance to stand up. Not saying Ortiz would have won, but it wouldn't have been a knockout in that 12 seconds. No, that's what I'm saying, but it wouldn't have been a knockout. The ref gave that gift. He didn't even get his man the count to get up to 8. So, or to 10. So, I don't know. I would want to see the Keyshawn and Devin fight.
Moreover, very different from all, Tamir Smalls suggested that before Keyshawn steps into the ring with Devin, Shakur should do it first. He was very sure that if Shakur goes against Devin, it would make more sense and attract a large number of fans, because it would guarantee a highly competitive matchup. However, keeping the current situation in mind, he still expressed satisfaction with the Davis versus Haney fight as well. He made the conclusion that if Shakur is not going against Devin next, then there could be no better choice than Keyshawn to face him.
And I'm here, man. I'm back, and I'm better, just like I promised y'all. Also, I promised y'all a knockout, and I got y'all that. And also, I want y'all to give me more credit. My last 3 opponents never been stopped before, never been dropped before. Limos, Baranchik, now Jermaine, and I moved up in weight and stopped them. So it's like, bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on it.
On the other hand, Shakur Stevenson has also shown his readiness if he were to face Devin next. Coming off a commanding win against Teofimo Lopez, though he showed respect for Devin's personality, he noted that in terms of boxing skills and abilities, Devin could never be the one to beat him. He pointed out that these fighters still require a lot of time and practice to reach his level of skill. He also added that what Teofimo now knows about him, Devin would come to know after being beaten in the ring by him.
You know, Devin's season. I just seen something the other day.
Keyshawn was saying it like, you know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he knew he wasn't even ready. You know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he was 5-0, knowing he wasn't ready. So that season it played a part. You know what I mean? But they both been in the game about the same time, man. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight for sure.
Do you think the weight is gonna play a role?
I honestly thought Devin and Shakur would end up fighting first. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I thought they would end up fighting first, but...
Moving forward, Keyshawn Davis's recent victory has made a lot of boxing elites open up on his performance. First of all, Greg Hackett had a lot of praise for Keyshawn regarding what he did in his most recent fight. He praised Davis's attitude and the effort he put into training camp, remarking that it was an all-around performance and that it could not have been better against a player like Ortiz. According to him, Keyshawn had a very clear idea of what had to be done in the ring and carried it out with amazing planning. He observed that Keyshawn's constant pressure from several directions prevented Jermaine from developing his rhythm.
Hell no.
Yeah.
For me, personally, I'm on a different level than everybody.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a fucking stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all gotta make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself.
Claressa Shields was also very appreciative of Keyshawn, noting the variety he showed in the ring, which frustrated Ortiz the most. She indicated that there was a noticeable gap between the two competitors' abilities, plans, and pre-fight preparations. She had been an avid supporter for Keyshawn to prevail in that battle.
Keyshawn whooping his ass. Keyshawn whooping his ass. Keyshawn whooping his ass, man. Yo! He can't even touch him. He can't even touch him. Nice! What, ref? What's going on, ref? We got a head butter. All right.
And was ecstatic when he succeeded. She reiterated that, while it is up to him who he chooses to fight next, they would always have faith in him because of the strength he has already established as a very accomplished boxer. Before ending this video, it is also crucial to note that Shakur Stevenson's victory against Teofimo Lopez also produced a lot of mixed reactions across the boxing community.
Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.
Before anyone else, Eddie Hearn, while reacting to Shakur's commanding performance over Teofimo Lopez, remarked that it had everything. He pointed out that Shakur controlled every part of the battle and never gave Teofimo a chance to stand out for himself. He also noted that Lopez became more and more irritated with Shakur's composure and dominance in the ring. Hearn said that one of the main reasons Shakur achieved the biggest victory of his career to date was the remarkable accuracy with which he made his shots. Going against Eddie Hearn, Andre Ward highlighted a few areas where Shakur could have performed even better. Though
There's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might be?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not. So you got to trust what he's seeing.
Still lavished considerable praise on him, commending every move he made in the ring. Ward recognized that the main element that kept Stevenson in control during the battle was his mentality. According to his final evaluation, Shakur has accomplished a great deal in a comparatively short length of time, and if he keeps up this pace while honing his craft, he has the ability to rank among boxing's all-time greats. Keeping the past in mind, Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney have talked about going against each other on various occasions before. Whenever either of of them found a chance to call out the other, they did so. However, things have never reached a final point at any of those times. Their teams have tried to arrange the fight, but it never came to fruition. Now, with both fighters in agreement, there has again arisen a sense of hope that fans have been missing for years. Considering all these things, the boxing community is really excited to see the next target of Keyshawn Davis. They have shown mixed reactions to Davis, with many hailing him as the best fighter after securing his recent victory. Now, receiving a response from Team Haney has doubled their joy. Reactions from boxing experts and analysts on this potential clash have also added to their excitement. One of the main reasons boxing fans want this fight badly is the level of competitiveness it would produce. Given Keyshawn's recent form and Haney's experience, it is expected to be a highly interesting, action-packed fight, with both fighters holding roughly equal chances to win the potential battle. Now, in the end, now it's your turn to let us know what you think. First of all, share your reaction to Keyshawn knocking out Jermaine Ortiz, and then let us know if you agree with Keyshawn's choice for his next target. If you have any other potential names you would suggest for Keyshawn to face next, drop them in the comments section below along with the reasons why you want him to fight that opponent. Also, if you haven't yet, like the video and subscribe to the channel, because your support is truly appreciated. Overall, thanks for watching and stay tuned for further updates.